Hey everybody, XEI here. Welcome back to a channel update for October, and I'm going to get right into it. We have Mass Effect 3, which I'm pretty confident is going to be cleared in the next week or two. I'm pretty sure the episodes are going to get uploaded at a pretty brisk pace. The reason why that they were coming out 2 or 3 a day for the last 2 weeks or so, or right, something like that, was because, you know, as soon as I got the Citadel DLC, I kicked that off. It was even before I started Citadel DLC. I was already a few episodes ahead in the backlog, but then I was like, I want to see what the Citadel DLC is all about, and then I kind of went down that rabbit hole thinking it was going to be, I don't know, 4 episodes long, maybe 5, and then it turned into, I think I got 13 or 14 episodes ahead, and I was like, nope, I gotta get these gotta get ramped up. I can't be doing one a day. And it worked out because I had no other content on the channel. I have Borderlands 2 DLC stuff that I'm doing with the multiplayer team and stuff like that, but that's something we play once every 2 weeks, so twice a month for 3 to 4 hour sessions. So it's not something that's really in my I have nothing in my backlog. It was Mass Effect 3, and so I really took that opportunity to just say, you know, no, I'm gonna go 2 a day. If I skip a day, it's gonna be 3, and then I'm gonna get myself able to just pump out the content as soon as I catch up with the editing. I can enter end game. I believe that's where I'm at based on the comments. So as soon as I'm done the Citadel, that gets kicked off, and then it's gonna be 1 or 2 sessions sitting. I'm probably gonna do that on a weekend, so it's just you know, the reason I do that is because it just avoids spoilers. It avoids anything happening in the comments where it could accidentally spoil me when I know I'm on that last stretch. And so I usually just dig into that last stretch and go for it. Even if I make mistakes, it is what it is. But I preserve not getting spoiled, and I'm so close, and so that's gonna happen. And so right after Mass Effect 3, I think, you know, as much as I want to kick off Dragon Age Inquisition right away, and I will, but I think what needs to happen first is a Dragon Age Keep. I want to do a quick episode on that, and the reason for that is twofold. So I want to be able to reminisce and just go through what's happened in the first 2 games and the expansions and the DLCs. And I'm fairly certain that I went through the old comments because I did it for both of the games back when, and I'm fairly certain you guys corrected some of the stuff I was confused about, and I fixed it after those episodes. But you know, this gives me a chance to just do all of it in one sitting, so it's probably gonna be a long episode. It's probably gonna be like an hour and a half, because I know even like the normal ones would take me almost over half an hour anyways. I don't remember how long they were, but I think they were 45 minutes to an hour long each. So I figure if I do both of them together, talk about things as I go, and then it gives you one extra chance to spot anything that you might remember that I did differently, because God knows I trust your memories more than I trust mine. So so I'm gonna go into Dragon Age Inquisition as prepared as possible based on what the community catches and says and fixes and whatever. So that gives us a chance to make sure that's right. And then the second reason is just so I can go through it all again. I think I said that at the beginning, so I kind of mashed up the 2 reasons. But the point is then I think there's like that animation that happens at the end, and it gives me a chance to watch the animation from Origins to the end of Dragon Age 2 right before Inquisition starts. And so that will be like the prelude to Dragon Age Inquisition, and then I will get into Inquisition. So that might happen still in October, by the end of October, but I'm also okay if it slips into the beginning of November, like first thing November. I'm good to go. It's going to be Inquisition, but it could happen earlier. The reason being is because I've done a lot of long form games, not even just back to back. I've paralleled long form games, and I think maybe I'm going to take 2 weeks. I'm going to take 2 weeks where I just do shorter, like a shorter game, or hell, even 2 shorter games. I just want to maybe take a break from that kind of immersion, because Dragon Age Inquisition is going to be a massive immersion. I've also, yes, I haven't really started those novels yet, so, so I need to get through the novels, buy myself some time, and I just need a break, I think. And also, I need to finish Metal Gear Solid. I have not forgotten about it. I have not abandoned. I have not rage quit the game, although I certainly felt like that's what I needed to do. But I haven't rage quit the game. Now that I've started the game, I will finish Metal Gear Solid. I think what just happened is that I was at a point a few weeks ago, and even more so in the last week, because of stuff that's happened in my real life with work and stuff. And so I don't need to be frustrated in games. So I come to this channel, and I come to this community, and I come to these games so that I can escape things that are frustrating me and making me upset and stuff like that. So the games are kind of like the balance. It's like I need games that keep me uplifted, keep me happy, and immerse me, give me the escapism I need. I don't need games that frustrate the hell out of me and let that rage out. I like to be chill. I like to have peace in my life. And so I felt like that was triggering a lot of just anger that I think was more than just the game triggering. It's getting a little too personal, so I'm gonna leave it at that. But I think I might need to switch to Pokemon Heart Gold or something. Something that's it's on the table. It's on the table for me to start sooner than later. Maybe do that through October just to kind of get a bit of a reset before kicking off. Well, I mean, I'm not going to need to finish Heart Gold to start Dragon Age Inquisition, but I'll probably do Heart Gold as just kind of like, just to have some fun. I just want to have some fun in the game, and I feel like Pokemon, that was the Let's Play that really allowed me to just slip into just fun. Like I didn't have to think about too many things. It wasn't deep. It wasn't a deep game. It was sort of compulsive at times, but it wasn't like, I could just pick that up and go and have some fun, man. So I feel like I need to do that. I'll probably do some other game. I don't know what, but it was just keep an open mind for October. It's going to be a little floaty, and I'm not going to have a really deep plan. It could just be that I do just start Inquisition because that's what I slide into. But anyways, that's just a warning up front because I can't really predict what's going to go on after last week of stuff in my life. So okay, so and then here's the question. I did an episode for Cyberpunk. I did a reaction video for the trailer, that 45-minute it wasn't trailer, it was like a walkthrough, like a demo of the game sort of done. And I'm like, oh, it'd be cool if I did this as like a reaction video because it was some awesome content. And I recorded it and I screwed up the sound. I forgot to change the sound settings in the capture program, and so you could barely hear what I was saying, and so I had to throw that out. But it was something that I thought like I could do more of these. Like sometimes I'm like, maybe I should just record it and then I like a reaction part to the trailer, and then I don't. But sometimes then after the end of it I was like, oh, I was really excited through that like trailer. I really wish I could have had like some exchanges after that, or just some dialogue in like just the community and what your thoughts were about those games when they come out in the future. Like Cyberpunk 2077 is something I'm absolutely going to play. I'm going to play that game. I need to play the game, and I can't wait for it to come. It's going to take forever, but you know, we still have Witcher 2 and Witcher 3 to go through. We still have some Assassin's Creed to go through. We still have some, oh my god, there's a lot of games. You know, there's the PlayStation account that I had, streaming account that I'll eventually get. There's like 5 games there I would do. So anyway, there's a lot to do through 2019 to get to 2020 when Cyberpunk 2077 is marked to come out. I think something like that. Anyways, I love the trailer. I'm just going to throw it out there because of course I got no trailer video to show you guys my reaction for, but I have to say I was blown away about the potential for this game. The way that it does conditional stuff, that it remembers things and then change. You know, we're already getting that in BioWare games, but I think that CD Projekt Red is going to do something completely mind-blowing with this, with the way they're going to approach it. I just believe it because it's like the other stuff has been done, and so for them to shine, they really have to. They're going to take it to the next level. I believe it, and so I have to play Cyberpunk 2077. On that note, there's also another game that I have been sort of following, and following enough to know that the fan base seems to have issues with it. But of course, as you know me on this channel, when it comes to BioWare, I tend to not read like even articles about BioWare games. I don't go when BioWare games are talked about, I go nowhere near those articles. I have to get secondhand information. I got to get snapshot information. It's very cautious information because BioWare fans do not know how to stop cross-pollinating spoilers between other game content. Like it's just I'm afraid. I don't want it. I need to finish these 2 main trilogies, and then I will delve into BioWare stuff. But Anthem is a game that, from what I've seen, I come late to these BioWare games, right? In the last 3 years, because 1 year before the channel where I played the Mass Effect 1 twice. Like I come very late to these games, and so the whole behavioral engine, the conditions, the relationship dynamic, all that kind of stuff, I'm very new to that. So Anthem not having that isn't breaking anything for me. I don't understand what the problem is. I'm like, it was cool in Dragon Age. It was cool in Mass Effect. They were both sort of done differently even. But I don't need that in every BioWare game. I don't know why people are freaking out about this. It's cool, guys. They can create another property. It's fine. Are people gonna like bury me in the comments because of this now? I don't know, because again, I'm not as deep or, I don't know, immersed in giving a shit. Like a lot of the BioWare fans. I'm like, guys, chill out, man. Everyone just chill out. It's cool. But like, just if you're a BioWare fan, wait until the game comes out. And if you don't trust it, don't pre-order. Like, this is something that, based on just what I've picked up from the industry, is, you know, there's a lot of bad behavior going on with companies right now. There's a lot of just weird business practices going on, and if you don't trust something, do not pre-order. Don't spend your money on a game that hasn't hit the market. Wait till it hits the market, read some reviews, watch some let's plays, watch some gameplay. Just you make an assessment based on tangible evidence that it's going to be a game that you're going to enjoy. So anyway, so I feel like Anthem is probably going to come to the channel. It probably is. I'm going to have to find a way to slot it in. By that time, I think, what is it? What's the release date? March, April, May? Something like that? Like second quarter of 2019. I hope to be done Dragon Age Inquisition. And that positions me very well to just... I'm good to go with any new BioWare games. I'm good to go. I trust, but I'm saying this, and I know that the Andromeda... I know that Andromeda sort of didn't. I know it sort of crashed, but then I also know Let's Players who speak highly of Andromeda. I know people in the comments who have spoken highly of Andromeda, not highly, but you know, like they're not shitting on it though. And so I think that if you approach even Andromeda with a certain headspace, with a certain just, you know, like, you know, my kind of gameplay is like, I'll go in, I'll create a character, I'll get into that character's headspace, and then I'll create my own narrative. I don't need the game to like hold my hand through all these things that I think need to be perfect. No, it's fine. It's fine. That's what imagination's for. So when you come at these games putting more attention on, I don't know, just getting into the character and the RP space of it all, I think these games become better experiences. You don't go in just wanting the gameplay to do everything for you. And so maybe I would like Andromeda. It's a game that I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to slip into a Mass Effect Andromeda. I don't feel like I need to do that after the Mass Effect trilogy, you know? I want to finish the trilogy, and then I know Andromeda is always this thing floating out there somewhere, and I'll eventually probably play it, to be honest, but I'm going to be ready for new games and new technology and new approaches to things. Like, I know you guys have mentioned in the comments, like Witcher 3 will probably blow my mind, right? Because of what they do with their engine. And so I'm finally catching up with the chronology of games. And when I started this channel, I really held true to playing games in this chronological order of release, so that I wasn't playing these like super modern games and then rolling back to something like Vampire, and then, you know, the story might be good, but it's a hard game to sort of accept. Or, you know, Metal Gear Solid to a certain extent. It's the game it is, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? There's certain mechanical aspects, there's certain logic flows, there's certain gameplay controls, there's certain things that do not age well, not for me. And so the more I experience when it's done right or better in the modern games, the more it's going to stand out when they're really good games in the old days, but they're just bad mechanically. But I'm going on and on about this, and it's fine. You guys get the point. Now that I mentioned the whole chronology list, I will talk about also, like, I feel like I could do more of these videos. I think a year, probably more than a year ago, I was planning on trying to get these out. It might have been 2 years ago at this point. It might have been at the beginning of this channel. But I had this idea that I would do these every weekend. Like, I would record these short videos every weekend, and just so that it would allow me to engage with the community and just get my thoughts out there, or be like other things I could do. I'm willing to do that if it makes sense, and it's probably gonna make more sense and be more clear after Dragon Age Inquisition it comes to an end, because I will be actively searching for BioWare content and Bioshock when I'm done Bioshock. So there's a lot of things that I'll be willing to look for, and it could turn into just, you know, once a week I drop an episode about, you know, things I found online, because I'm no longer afraid of spoilers. Like, it's gonna be a great time. I've been spoiler dodging for years, man. And anyways, with that, I will also say new Twitter account, XEI Gaming on Twitter. I will probably be dropping a couple things here and there, whether about the channel or about things like this, just ideas I'm floating around. And so if you're part of this community and you want to be part of the conversation on Twitter, follow XEI Gaming and we can continue the conversation there. And with that, I'm going to wrap this one up. Don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire everybody. Peace.